Hey, what's going on, guys? Tropical Fish Guy here. Today we're going to be talking about fish food that I feed my fish, right? What kind of fish food should you feed your fish, right? A lot of people ask me, hey, you got all these fish, different kind of fish. I got some of this, I got some of that. What do you feed your fish? Okay, so I've got a whole bunch of fish foods here that we're going to talk about. And don't freak out because you don't need all this stuff. I just got a bunch of tanks, you guys know. And so different kind of fish, they like different kind of foods, and we'll go through the types of foods for what type of fish, and as well as combo foods, right? Nobody likes to eat the same thing every day, so I kind of like to give them a little variety. You don't have to. You can use just a regular old staple foods like what I'm about to show you. So we're gonna go around the fish room here, and it's feeding time. So I figured, hey, I'll show you what I feed, right? So let's get on after it. All right, so before we feed the fish, let's go over different types of foods. The regular old basic staple food for just community fish that I feed, right? All these fish here, most of the fish, the community fish, goldfish and stuff, most of the fish that I have, they'll eat just regular old food, right? Here we have granules, we have bug bites. This is really good. All the fish like the bug bites. We got vibra bites. They look like little red worms. They look like little blood worms, floating through the water. And just regular old, it doesn't matter if it's tetra, just regular old flake food, right? So that's your basic stuff. That's kind of what you can get away with just about anything. Also, what I'm out of that I use a lot is the tetra granules, right? Tetra colored granules. I'll leave a link in the description below for all this stuff. But generally, these right here plus the tetra granules, right, is what I feed most anything, right? And now we'll come to the bottom feeders, right? The bottom feeders, kind of like the cory cats. Like here, I'll show you what we got here for bottom feeders. Bottom feeders, obviously, fish on the bottom. Got cory cats, right? There's a few over there underneath those plant leaves as well. But the cories, right? Cories need, and I've got some dojo loach, not dojo. I've got some coolie loaches down in here and some other stuff. But bottom feeders. Sinking wafers, right? They like the sinking wafers, clown loaches, the cory cats like I showed you. Uh-oh. That's about to go out. It's 10 o'clock. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. It is kind of late. It's 10 o'clock, and I've got the automatic timers. I've got the smart plugs that'll automatically turn off the lights. They're pretty cool, so you don't have to walk around, turn off the lights. I'll show you real quick what they look like. They're little smart plugs like that, and you can time them. But that's kind of a tangent, and we won't talk about that. But if you like talking about high-tech stuff, I've actually got another channel that talks about technology and stuff like that. So I'll leave a link in the description below for the Johnny the High-Tech Guy channel. Anyways, back to the food. So what I was saying. So the bottom feeders, they have the sinking wafers as well as the API bottom feeders. We'll go over the food real quick, and then I'll feed them. So bottom feeding food, cichlid veggie pellets. They're good for cichlids as well as bottom feeders because they sink. And the extreme aquatics bottom wafers, they're good for bottom feeders. Now for cichlids and stuff, and what I feed my goldfish actually are these big cichlid pellets here, as well as I feed the blue Acara, and you'll see that here in a second. Veggie pellets, that's good for cichlids as well. Veggie pellets obviously good for vegetable eating fish. And the nice products are, the extreme products, this particular one, nice, is really good for the shark tanks, right? The Rosaline sharks. And the Kins Premium, this is it's a good cheap alternative to the nice, because the extreme foods, they're good, but they're expensive. And of course, the plecos and stuff, the plecostomus and the algae-eating fish, I feed them good old-fashioned romaine lettuce. And then the specialty fish, I'll show you. I got some, for the rope fish here, he's hanging out. Got some beef heart for him, and the puffer fish in here. He's probably asleep by now. He freaked out when the lights turned on and off. But there's a little miniature pea puffer, and I do have to clean this tank again. We'll feed him some frozen bloodworms. So we'll frozen beef heart for the rope fish and frozen bloodworms for the... But anyway, let's go ahead and get on after it. Okay, so like I said, the regular old... we'll start over here. No particular order. Okay, so the tetras here, I'm gonna feed them a combination of they like it all, right? They like it all, so maybe some, all right. So I'm gonna feed them some of this granules here real quick. Oh shoot. A little bit difficult to feed. Let's see here. Yep. So tetras, neons. Yep. Don't eat that. Sometimes that might be a little big for them, as you can tell. So I back them up with the flakes. They really love the flakes too. And if these fall down to the ground, that's no problem, because I do have those bottom feeders, those cories down there. You'll see they're getting on after it. And of course the goldfish will eat anything. Why do I have the goldfish in there? To eat some of this algae, right? So let me get a little pinch of here. All right, so got some flakes in there. They all like that, right? Regular old flake food, regular old Tetra flake food. Okay, let's keep on going. So the goldfish pond here, I'll give them some flakes. They'll eat anything, goldfish will eat anything, right? Check that out. Isn't that cool? Yeah, but for this guy here, this big guy, I'll need to feed him some of the big pellets, right? They like the big, either the cichlid gold or the cichlid pellets, but they need some bigger pellets. This guy needs bigger pellets. So I'm going to open this thing up here. Oh, did I feed oh wait, sorry. Back to this tank, I've got to feed these guys some bottom feeder food because of these guys here. I don't want those guys to get hungry. Even though there'll be plenty of flakes going down, I still want to give them a couple of these sinking wafers. They kind of look like this. I'm just going to give them a few, not that many, maybe 3 or 4. They'll sink down like that. Goldfish will eat a few, the cories will eat a few, and then everybody be happy, right? So that's good there. Back to the goldfish. Back to the, and you're asking, well, why are you feeding goldfish cichlid food? Because that's what they like, and pretty much it's the same. It's the same food, right? If you look at the ingredients, right? Fish meal, wheat flour, flaked corns. They look like this, if you can tell. Okay, so they drop down there. A few of those eat those. Cichlid pellets are bigger, and so yeah, he gets on after those, and as well as these other bigger goldfish, they'll eat those as well. So they'll eat anything. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a big mouthful. All right, the epistogram over here, we'll give him some flakes. We'll just throw some flakes in there. He'll get on after that. Let's keep going. So the 75-gallon tank here, lots of fish here, so we're gonna give him quite a bit. You might think I'm overfeeding, but it is not. So I'm gonna give him a healthy scoop of flakes, right? And you'll see them getting on after that. Look at that, yeah. They go crazy over this. There's lots of competition in here, so I got to give them quite a bit of food. That's the flakes there. They're going to take care of that in just a few seconds. And I gave a pretty hefty pinch there, but they are hungry. So I'm going to give some bug bites to them. And you can mix and match and all this other stuff. So let's see here. I'm gonna put the bug bites. Bug bites are just little bitty granules, as you can see there. They'll float down. I've got plenty of bottom feeders in there and I've even got some shrimp in there, but these guys go crazy over the bug bites. Everybody loves the bug bites, right? Let's see here. I will keep going and then I'll come back to the specialty fish, right? I'll come back to the beef heart and stuff. So we're going to the okay. I'm actually gonna have to come back and feed these guys some more, believe it or not, because they will suck this down pretty quick. But today, we'll keep going. And the shark tank, they really like the Vibra bites as well as the specialty food, right? The nice, I feed those guys, as well as the Ken's premium pellets for the shark tank, because they eat quite a bit. But today we are going to do the Vibra bites, and you'll see how much they love that. So the Vibra bite, or the Vibra bites, yeah, looks a little bit like, like some little bloodworms or something. And when you put them in there, and you can hear them, check it out. How cool is that? They love this stuff, right? All of them do. Bala sharks, the Rosaline sharks, the Pictus cat, check him out. He's going nuts over that. Can't even keep an eye on that dude. Look at that. So they love that. Even the red-tailed shark loves it. The pistogramma, the crebensis, sorry. Crebensis likes that. Siamese algae eater likes that. They just, they tear it up. They tear it up. Vibra bites is a winner, okay? Same thing with, let's see here. With the nice and the premium, I'll come back around, second round, because they do chew on it for a while, right? They do chew on it, and I don't want to. I do want to give them a chance to eat some more. Now these guys here, we got the frog and the bicher, right? So they eat anything, pretty much. But today we're gonna feed them some cichlid pellets. This is one of their favorites, because it takes a while for the frog to find the food. So I try not to have them compete too much, right? So there's the bicher, he's ready. So I give about maybe 10 of these pellets, and they look like this. So I'm not gonna give all these, but maybe like that. The frog will eventually get them, but the bicher, he gets them pretty quick sometimes. But he's cool looking. If you haven't seen my video on the bicher, I'll leave a link in the description or up here somewhere as well. So he's really cool. He smells it, and it's cool when he gets a big old bite of that. Yeah, see that? I hope y'all. Yeah, he's crunching on that, and he'll eat one or two, and then he'll get full, and then here in about 10 or 15 minutes, it really does take 10 or 15 minutes for the frog to realize, hey, there's food in there, better go get some, right? But the bicher is hungry. Ooh, there goes another one. So he eats a couple, 2 or 3. Yep. And originally, I did not, I did not plan for him to eat these. I planned for the frog, the African claw frog, and I've done a video on him too. I'll leave a link in the description right up here. But of course, the bicher will eat anything that will fit in his mouth because he's a prehistoric type guy. Oh, and the frog is starting to smell stuff, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" Let's go back and grab some more of the some flakes. I take some flakes, good old flakes for the Buenos Aires tetras that I have not moved yet over to the big tank because I'm lazy. But check that out. Boom. These guys just go crazy. Look at that. Man, wildness. And this is like normal speed too. This isn't sped up or anything. So that is wild, man. If you like to see some action, feed some Buenos Aires tetras, any kind of tetras, right? You saw those other guys, right, in the big tank. And then there should be that tiger barb. Yeah, that green tiger barb, he's in there too. I'm gonna move him over. But yeah, look at that. You might think I'm overfeeding, but I'm not, because this will take just 30 seconds to a minute, and these guys will eat all that up. All right, so for the goldfish are just in here to keep the tank cycled, but the beta likes anything. He loves bloodworms, so we're gonna feed him some fiber bites today. Yeah, some fiber bites. And of course the goldfish will eat that too. But fiber bites. Yep. Sorry about the shake, guys. It is late. Yeah. Yep, you saw him take it, and you saw these goldfish. Goldfish will eat anything, anytime. And I'll throw some more in here for these guys. They like that. They like that. Look at that. They just suck that down. All right, so let's go ahead and show you what kind of food I feed the bicher. Let's see here. So you got to go to like your pet store, your fish store, PetSmart, Petco, any local fish store. They'll have beef heart here, as well as some bloodworms for the puffer. But I'll go ahead and snap out one of these things and be right back. So they come in little cubes, right? So you've got to push out, and then you get a little cube. Make sure you don't feed that aluminum foil part. And they look like that. Just a chunk of beef heart. All right, get you a better look. There's a chunk of beef heart right there. Normally well, not really. The instructions say thaw it out, but I never do. You probably should thaw it out, but I just dump it in there. It takes, as it thaws, it will sink, and then the ropefish, he will smell it, come and eat it. So I did a video about the ropefish, I think. If not, I need to, but I'll leave a link in the description below. I think I did. And we'll feed the puffer fish later, but I think that's it for this. What am I missing? Oh, of course, let's see here. Let me grab some of the bug bites, and I'm gonna grab some of these cichlid pellets, okay? And we're gonna walk over here to the living room tank. I've got one tank that's not in the fish room. So the blue Acara, he's really cool. He loves the cichlid pellets. He is a cichlid, by the way. And I did do you're gonna have a bunch of videos linked today. I did do a video on the blue Acara. Very beautiful fish. So I feed him about 3 or 4, 5, 6 of these. Look at that. The tiger barbs, they love it too, but they can't fit it in their mouths. So he gets his fill. You can see that he's eating them all up. That's pretty cool. That's good enough for now. But then I'm gonna feed these other guys some bug bites here. So they love the bug bites. Look at that. They love it. Tiger barbs, green tiger barbs, the tetras. Yep. All of them. Bug bites. Definitely a winner. He is so cool, isn't he? Look at that. Yeah, he's so cool. All right, and you'll notice, I don't know if you'll notice or not, but we've got some plecos in there, right? Plecos in there, and we've got some plecos in there, and there. So obviously they will get out competed by the fish. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get some romaine lettuce. Now, not leaf lettuce, because it doesn't have vitamins and stuff that they need. Romaine lettuce is really good, as well as zucchinis. I feed them a lot of zucchinis. Okay, so let's go ahead and take out a chunk of these leaves here. All right, I know you know what romaine looks like, but let me give you some tips here. So the green part is what they like. They don't like that stem. That stem is gonna come off. So you can either cut that stem out or you'll have to fish that stem out later, which is fine, I don't care. So I'm going to shove that in there. Okay. Shove that in there and just let it float. You know, it's okay, because when the lights go off, the pleco will come and eat it and they'll have a good time. I'm gonna do the same thing in here. I've got a bristlenose pleco in here somewhere. Let's see here if we can find him. Oh look, there's a coolie loach in there. Can you see the tail? Very cool. Coolie loach. Never mind. Okay, so there's that bristlenose way back there underneath that heater. He's pretty cool. He'll eat that lettuce, as well as there's a pleco hiding in here somewhere. So we'll take a big chunk of this romaine. We'll put it in here, and I'm going to actually snap that off because I don't want that chunk floating. So you get a good piece of romaine. Just stick it in there. You know, you could weigh it down, let it sink down, whatever, but you know, I don't, because I just don't have the time. But if you have time and just want to, you know, enjoy and let them enjoy it, then, oh, like, check it out. Here's that frog going back to the park. Oh, look. Oh, I think you saw it, didn't you? Yeah, he just snatched that. We timed it quite well. They just shovel it in. There you go. Oh, we got some good footage of that frog eating. So he'll go around the tank and he'll shovel in any kind of food that he can find. And as you can notice, he just swims around, and the eyesight is not good on these frogs, but they smell real good. So it takes them a while to figure out, you know, where the food is, but eventually, as long as you don't let them get over competed. But check this out, the biter, he still has, I don't know if you can tell, but he still has a big old mouthful. But the frog is really cool looking. Sorry about the glare, I've got the lights on full blast. All right, so I'm gonna give this last piece to the tank in here, and there's a pleco in there somewhere. And I'll throw the rest in here for the goldfish. Goldfish will eat anything, like I said. That'll be gone by tomorrow. So good balanced diet, right? Good balanced diet on those guys. And I still need to plant these plants. These are just hanging out. I just threw these in there. Well, I think that everyone's fed for now. Everybody looks pretty happy. I'll probably come back and just let me yeah, these guys look like they've already sucked down. So I'm going to give them some of this Ken's Premium Krill Pellets. Nah, I'll just give them some more of this Fiber Bites. They love this. I don't want to open up another package, but you know, I like the I like the way it sounds too, it's pretty cool. Isn't that neat? It's like they're smacking down on it. Look at that. That's cool, huh? Yeah, feeding time, feeding time. Yeah. Everybody goes crazy at feeding time. Yeah, that's it. Sometimes I miss somebody and, you know, but, you know, if you skip a day, it's no big deal. Just don't skip too many days, right? That's the stuff I feed my fish. You know, sometimes I give them some frozen brine shrimp, some frozen bloodworms, that kind of thing. But for the most part, it's just a combination of some staple flakes, some, you know, some pellets and some you know, tablets or whatever. So there you go. Leave me a comment below what you like to feed your fish, the best foods that you found, and I'll take a look and I'll get some and check it out. But I'll leave a link in the description for all these foods. And I know I didn't use them all, but I switch back and forth, like I said, each day, just depending on what I can grab at the time. But anyways, give me a like, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you get all these fish videos if you're into fish. Obviously you are, since you're watching this and got to the end. So thanks a lot, really appreciate it, guys. Got some new stuff coming, so keep an eye out for the notifications, all right? As always, happy fish keeping. Peace.